What's up, everyone? How's it going? In this game, we have Spoon as our pink English player spawning the northwestern side of Cliffside. Over here on the east, we have VanDerDorf as well, or as our green English player as well. A little bit of a classic mirror match, English versus English. Haven't seen this in a while, so this could either end semi-quick or we're in it for about 2 hours. We'll see what ends up happening, because if one player could get a good advantage on the other early on and then snowball that throughout the game, they should be able to end it pretty quickly. Now, if both players decide to turtle up and not be very aggressive, then there is a huge potential for an extremely long game. Because remember, English doesn't really need to trade or get gold. Like, they could survive off of just farms the entire game. Thanks to enclosures, it does give them passive gold while farming, which means they don't have to trade. No trade needs to get contested, theoretically, of course. And then they could just survive off of 120 farms in the back of their base. And there's a lot of room in the back of their base for 120 farms. We'll just have to wait and see what kind of game we get. It's a very standard 7-3 split. Oh no, both players actually went for an A2 split. Excuse me. Going for the A2 split into wood over here for VanDerDorf. The same should be going for Spoon. Has an exclamation point, so I have to say it extra enthusiastically. No, he's going to be going 10-2 as where 3 are getting dropped for the council hall. Second TC going to be coming, or Spoon will be going for the second TC. Let's see. 2 on council hall for Spoon. Yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary. 1 TC play from VanDerDorf, 2 TC play from Spoon. So I would assume VanDerDorf will be going for the White Tower as his Castle Age landmark in order to age up, just so he can start getting that extra eco, and our pink English player will be going for the White Tower for added defense when he goes into Castle Age. That'd be the best bet, and that's a pretty safe bet, in honesty. You won't really be able to punish either player at the moment. And at the moment, I mean once they go into Feudal Age, because it will be, both players will still be able to make, or excuse me, Spoon will still be able to make some defensive longbows in order to hold off the offensive ones from VanDerDorf while still getting up his 2 TC. So he won't be able to get easily punished. And then on the other side, with our green English player, he should be able to just put on a little bit of aggression while going into Castle Age. That's what I'm assuming will end up happening. Is we'll see once he notices the 2 TC play, he'll probably go into a little bit faster castle, just so he could start trying to get some more aggression in with knights, men-at-arms. Well, not harassment with the knights, aggression with men-at-arms. Feudal Age clicks over for VanDerDorf. Spoon will be out shortly. What, another 20-ish seconds, 25 seconds? Walls are already coming down for Spoon. Not too shabby. Sitting on 290 stone, almost there. 7 villagers on wood. The question's going to be, where is he going to throw his second TC though? It can't really be that offensive. It's going to have to stick close by, so most likely the berries, between the berries and the wood line, or he might even throw it up right here, right at the gold. No, so he's putting a tower there, which to me says he's not gonna put the TC there, but he could also just be trying to defend off his gold for now. We'll just have to wait and see. There's a lot of good spots for him to put his 2 TC. 457 stone. All villagers onto wood. Start trying to get some from there, or start getting the wood in order to get his second TC over here with VanDerDorf, throwing down the stables. Still no inclination to go towards another town center. So yeah, I would not be surprised at all if he goes for the King's Palace when he goes up into Castle. He already cut off his longbow production too, just stays at 2. Okay, so the second TC for Spoon is going to be dropped on the gold. So that's not too shabby. That's kind of what I was expecting. Threw me for a little loop just because he did have the tower there, but it could have just solely been for the I need defense now kind of thing, instead of I need defense in 5 minutes when my TC is up and running. Have to drink some coffee every now and then, so if you guys hear me go quiet, that's why. It's been a long night and an early morning. 4 villager or 4 military, 3 longbow, scout, and horsemen for VanDerDorf. Nothing for Spoon, but he's in a very good position. He's in a very safe position right now. Like, he could actually just start making non-stop longbows being on the 2 TC. Because VanDerDorf hasn't really done anything with the longbows that he made. He has Spoon, that is, could even do another wall off in the back of his base in order to be secure up there from any type of run bys. The front of his base, there's nothing really. He's building everything towards the back. Going up to a TC, or going up to a barracks right now. Get hardened. Oh wait, he already has hardened? How did I miss that? What? Am I missing something here? Wait, does English get hardened upgrade for free? Did I not know that for years? Okay, I have to look that up right now. Like, I don't think what? We'll see right now. A little bit of an attack coming over here on the eastern side of the base of our pink English player. It'll take them a while to burn down. By then, there should be a decent amount of longbows out. As long as he non-stop makes them, there shouldn't be an issue. He's currently only sitting on 4, 2 more in queue, a single spear in queue as well, compared to the 10 longbows and 4 horsemen of VanDerDorf. But the main thing is the wow, what is it called? The defensive advantage does go to Spoon, of course. His reinforcements are going to be here a lot sooner. Not only that, but he does have access to network of castles, which will allow him to fire a lot faster. So it's not gonna be that bad. It's not gonna be as though it's a massive difference, unless these horsemen do get a huge attack off on the longbows, because that's all he has. Well, aside from the single spear. But one spear is not going to be able to do anything against the amount of horsemen here and the amount of longbows. Longbows could easily pick it off. I don't like that Spoon is cutting longbows right now, though. He just needs to try to keep making as many as he can for as long as he can in order to be able to hold this aggression. Instead, he's transitioning over to farms already. He has berries accessible to him, and he's also messing up his farm transition. Longbows for VanDerDorf are moving forward. Is he going to be able? Yes, he does get one. It is a 1-for-1 trade. 1 longbow for 1 longbow on both sides. 8 longbows for Spoon, 13 for VanDerDorf. The defender's advantage is going to have to be huge, and he's going to be able to pick off another one. Keeping these numbers low is very important for VanDerDorf. And now the horsemen are going to be coming in from 2 angles. We also saw them coming in from the back in order to start picking off some villagers. Now they're going to come in from the front as well to sandwich the longbows of our pink Englishman. And now he's down to 2. That's all he has, but he is on a 2 TC eco with, of course, network of castles. And then there's also an outpost here, so it does save quite a few of his villagers. 1 villager kill for Spoon, 4 for VanDerDorf, but Spoon is still sitting on 43 villagers and producing them 2 at a time, of course. So it's not like it's gonna be that. It's not like that attack was as big as it should have been. It did crush the army, don't get me wrong. That was extremely devastating. What's gonna be what may be game changing and game ending is gonna be this follow-up attack though. So the first attack was just in preparation essentially for this one that's gonna be coming up right now. 18 longbows, 8 horsemen, 1 does get picked off, that's fine. No, without any rams, he's not gonna be able to finish this. There's 1 spear, 3 longbows, 4 Spoon. And he needs to actually do, VanDerDorf that is, needs to actually do eco damage in order to try to end this out. Otherwise he's going to be stuck poking the entire game. He does almost try to, he almost picks off a villager at the gold. First ram is coming out, almost done. We're gonna need to see a second, potentially even a third, in order to be able to end this properly. VanDerDorf is sitting on 20 longbows, 11 horsemen, single ram, and now the horsemen and a few longbow are gonna be coming over here from the northern or the southern side of Spoon's base. Unable to get any villagers yet again. Still posturing over here on the eastern side, and Spoon just does not have enough. He has the eco, he just doesn't have, well, he doesn't have the eco anymore. He got pushed off his berries, so his food income is extremely crippled, severely crippled right now. Only 10 villagers on food. Those are going to be the ones on the farms, and then that's it. Other than that, he really doesn't have much going on for him. Villagers are going to try to get transition into the farms up on the northern side. Horsemen connecting with the longbows over here towards the council hall, and they're going to be able to clean that up. There's a few men-at-arms here in order to tank some of the damage. Villagers are getting pulled on the top of the screen to try to kill off the rams. Men-at-arms are doing a decent job trying to push them back, but the horsemen do an even better job of cleaning up the entirety yet again of the longbows. As I say that, there's 2 or 3 more over here that are sneakily hiding, not really out in the open, just did not see them. Men-at-arms are still out on the field though, dealing a decent amount of damage, taking a decent amount of damage, but there's not enough DPS in the army for our pink Englishmen to hold this. Not only that, but there's already been a ton of villagers that have went down, a total of 12, so 8 more have died during this process. Villagers with their bows turn and shoot. They are going to be able to kill off 1 horseman, 2 horsemen. Are they going to be able to pick the 3rd? Yes, and the 4th, most likely the 5th as well. 15 villager kills though. 48 villagers to 48 villagers. That's not a good position for Spoon. He's on 2 TC. He needs to be ahead in villagers, not He's also only sitting on 2 longbows, 1 spear. Villagers are getting pulled. These rams have no backup at all right now. And that's a lot of damage that goes onto the first ram. They are going to be able to go back inside of the TC, not before 1 more villager does go down. I'm very surprised that Spoon is trying to hold this off. He's just continuing to stay in this game. He's lost so much, he hasn't won a single fight, and he's barely hanging in there. Villagers are gonna be his main source of damage at this point. GG does get called. Game goes to VanDerDorf, our green English player. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.